What's going on, motivators? We got another video. We'd like to talk about what's going on in Florida with those illegals, especially that Haitian who just murdered that woman. Let's get into it.
Gruesome video captures the moment an illegal migrant allegedly murdered a woman with a hammer in broad daylight outside a Florida gas station while he left her to die in a pool of her own blood. The gas station clerk, who has not yet been publicly identified, was pronounced dead at the scene at the Chevron gas station in Fort Myers. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the alleged killer's name is Robert Joachim. Court documents state that he provided a detailed confession of the murder, and in court on Wednesday, a detective revealed even more.
Did he specifically tell you that he went there to kill the victim in this particular case?
He did.
Detectives say Joachim had showed up to the gas station 2 days before the murder, where he was...
I mean, this is crazy. Very crazy. Nothing against immigrants, but illegal immigrants, they should not be here in the first place. I am saying this as an immigrant. I am a legal immigrant. But to have someone who is illegal come into the country and kill someone who is just doing their regular duties or living their regular day life, that is not fair. And if anyone find problem with that, you need to go back and check yourself too. There is nothing about immigration that anyone's going to tell me to dislike. I like immigration because the country afforded me that opportunity. But it's the illegal immigration, the people you don't know what background that they had and they came in here, are the ones you need to be most worrisome about. Every country in the world have bad people. And if you're bringing people into your country, they should be vetted. There's no difference if I'm going to take someone into my home as a friend or whomever it may be. Before I take a person into my home, I need to vet that person to make sure if they're friendly or not. I will not just pick up a random person off the streets of the United States and bring them to my home. That is insane. It's no different from someone coming inside the country from somewhere else. If you don't know their background, they're capable of doing anything. They could have been murderers, they could have been sexual offenders, they could have been numerous of different things that you don't know. The only way you could know is through vetting. And that's why you need a secure border. Nothing against, but he was here illegally and now he's killed someone.
Seen wearing the same clothes, a yellow graphic t-shirt and shorts, that he was wearing on the day of the alleged attack. In the moments before the horrifying killing, Joachim was spotted in the parking lot, holding a knife and a mallet, which he used to strike an SUV, which was reported by Gulf Coast News to be the victim's car. When she came out in response, he allegedly began to bludgeon the defenseless woman. DHS says Joachim is here illegally. He entered the U.S. from Haiti in August of 2022, where they say a federal judge issued him order for removal, but he was safe because of the temporary protected status that ran.
Actions and consequences. Actions and consequences. This is what we brought on to the country. Were all of those people vetted when they came through? This woman might still be alive. She could have been alive. That could be a mother. Obviously, she was a daughter to someone and most likely a wife to someone. Now she's dead because an illegal came in. And what's worst about it, and you could see majority of the crime are people who are first, second, third, fourth, fifth offenders. Like, what are we doing? There got to be a time where you realize it doesn't matter how good that person is as far as you trying to be good to immigrant. If you do a crime, you have to do the time. It's plain and simple. That is what comes with having a culture and following rules and regulations of a country. There is law and order. It's plain and simple.
Now in 2024. The 40-year-old has now been charged with murder and criminal damage to property. In addition to Joachim's reported confession, detectives revealed on Wednesday that he's also a suspect in a second case. ICE has put a detainer on the man and says he will be deported regardless of the outcome of this brutal killing, according to DHS. No motive has been revealed for the brutal murder.
I mean, deported, he just killed someone. In cold blood, he killed someone. I don't know. There should be more than deporting for this right here.
Not the man charged with killing a woman with a mallet at a Fort Myers gas station was here from Haiti. The Department of Homeland Security said Robert Joaquin came here in 2022. He did get a temporary protected status in 2024.
7 o'clock. Take a look at this brand new video into our newsroom of Robert Joaquin being taken to Lee County Jail. This is the man who Fort Myers police say killed a mom who was working at a gas station along MLK Jr. Boulevard this morning. Following that killing, FMPD said Joaquin was considered armed and dangerous, but were able to catch him hours later.
Devastating. They're very devastating. Very sad.
Very gut-wrenching.
Room for his motions hearing, and we learned a lot of new information. The lead detective in this case with FMPD did confirm that he recognized Joaquin from a case that they have been working on for the past couple of months. We also heard for the first time from the detective on this case. He told us that when he was questioning Joaquin, that he admitted that he was there 2 days prior, came back that day, hit her car to get the victim to come out of the D&D grocery store, and that's when he approached her, and he meant to kill her. Ultimately, with all this evidence, the judge did grant a pre-trial detention, meaning that he will not be released until trial.
This guy should not be released. He should be held, and I think he should pay for the crime he just committed, not just getting deported.
Hammer killing her outside of a Fort Myers gas station, admitted that he planned to kill her just 2 days prior to this horrific attack. That woman, Nalufa Yasmin, was a mother of 2 daughters.
Has been identified as an illegal alien from Haiti, and I'm still waiting for the news media to care. Police say Robert Joaquin was caught on surveillance video first approaching the woman's car and smashing the windshield. After the woman came outside to see what was going on, he attacked her, hit her in the head with the hammer, and then continued to bludgeon her multiple times while she lay on the sidewalk.
We know nothing's going to happen. It's not a relevant story because although he's black, he wasn't the one who was the victim. He created the issue. So he was the assailant. They're not going to visit this because it was an immigrant who created an issue out there, right? The immigrant was a perpetrator. They're not going to create a big issue out of it. If it was an inverse where someone did something to that illegal migrant or an immigrant, they would be all over it. It's a one-way street. They sow division into making America unsafe. Again, there's nothing wrong with migrants. I am a migrant. It's whether or not you come into this country and you're actually following the rule of law of this country.
Gulf Coast News reporter Kyle Schmidt.
I mean, it's more than sad. It's more than sad. Like, how many times we got to hear the same thing and see the same thing? This woman would still be alive. No different from that young girl who got murdered in Minnesota. She would have still been alive too. It's all by illegals.
It is live along Mango Street where police found and arrested that suspect. Kyle, I know you've been on top of this story all day. What can you tell us?
Police arrested the suspect that was in that horrific scene at the Chevron gas station off of MLK Boulevard and Highland Ave. Robert Joaquin was arrested today, and he was caught here on Mango Street just hours ago. The police finally left the scene. We spoke with a couple of the neighbors off camera. They are relieved he was caught, and they were keeping their doors locked until they heard the update.
Life holds so much meaning, you know, so once another person take another life away, it's very deep, and you have to live with their trauma, and their family have to live with their trauma, and so forth and so on.
The thing is, you don't have to live with that trauma if he was not here illegally. It's the simple stuff, like when we catch those personnel, they should be removed. And I know some may say that I'm an immigrant too. Yes, I'm an immigrant, but I came here lawfully. And I abide by the rules. I'm not going to do anything stupid to anyone. As far as what this guy did. I have kids, I have a daughter, it could happen to anybody. There is someone who is mentally ill or some issue is wrong with them who came into this country illegally and they're just waiting in the wings. You could say it won't be us, but it could be someone close to us tomorrow. The idea is anyone who is here illegally should be removed. Illegally should be removed, especially those who have backgrounds of criminality. But the point is, how would you know they have a background of criminality if they were never vetted when they came inside the country? Especially from a country of Haiti, How much of a vetting does it have in Haiti when personnel come in here? I'm all for people migrating to the United States because I did. But at the same time, you have to know who's coming in. Everyone's trying to make a better living for themselves, but nobody taking someone else's life. That is insane. All right, motivators, if you enjoy what you've seen and heard, please like, comment, subscribe, and share a Black veteran's perspective. Stay motivated.